Hi guys, and welcome back here to Drone Emotion, a channel where we do drone videos and where we cover the most relevant drone news. In today's video we're going to be discussing if the upcoming DJI Air 2S will be replacing the DJI Mavic 3, a question that a lot of people have, and in today's video we have the answer for that, and in addition we have the release date for both of those drones and some specs for both of them. So in today's video it's going to be a really exciting one and you don't want to miss out on it, my friends. It's going to be a very good one. Now before we get started, if you're new to the channel, welcome here, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because in this channel we will always be the first ones to bring you the latest drone news. And also we're getting very close to 5,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, I will truly appreciate you hitting the subscribe button so you can help us get to that 5,000 subscriber goal, which we're extremely close from. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into today's video, which is going to be a very exciting one, to say the least. Well, in case you haven't heard the news already and you haven't been up to date with what has been going on in the drone world, well, we're getting a third generation Air drone, which is going to be called the Air 2S. Okay, so in case you haven't been up to date with what has been going on, I'm gonna go ahead and put you a little bit into context. So a few weeks back, an FCC label was found which confirmed the arrival of a new DJI drone. Everyone was thinking it was going to be the Mavic 3 this summer, but DJI came out of nowhere and decided that they were going to release another Air drone, which is going to be called the Air 2S. Right here on screen we have the FCC label. So whenever this happens, we know that the product is officially confirmed and that it's going to be happening, and the release date is weeks close from all of us before it's actually officially released. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, will the Mavic 3 still be happening, and is the DJI Air 2S going to replace the Mavic 3? Well, in today's video that's going to be exactly what we're going to be discussing. Okay, now the first thing that we know that is going to be happening with the Air 2S, we know that it will not be a complete redesign from the original Mavic Air 2, which we have right here. Okay, this was released last year and it was one of DJI's best-selling drones in my opinion, and we can see the popularity that this drone had. Okay, now this year expect something extremely similar to what happened with the Mavic Mini and the Mini 2. We have been confirmed that the Mavic Air 2S will not be a complete redesign. Okay, so expect something very similar to what happened with the Mini and the Mini 2 once again. Okay, we know that we're going to be getting upward obstacle avoidance. Okay, we will not be getting side that it looks like they're going to be left for the Mavic 3, okay, which is DJI's highest end level drone. Okay, now something very interesting is the fact that the camera will be the biggest improvement when compared to the original Air 2. Okay, a lot of people were speculating, and there was a rumor going around that a 1.7 inch sensor was going to be fitted onto the Air 2S, okay, which is a slightly bigger sensor to what we find right here on the Air 2. This right here is a half-inch sensor. Okay, now we have received confirmation from a very reliable source that the 1/1.7 inch sensor, which is a Sony IMX686 sensor, will not be happening on the Air 2S. Instead, a 1 inch sensor is going to be fitted onto the Air 2S, my friends. So that raises the question if the Air 2S is going to be replacing the Mavic 3. Okay, now we have received confirmation again. Once again, this information is coming from the guys over at Drone XL. Okay guys, that the Mavic 3 will be happening. In fact, some people have actually seen the development Mavic 3, and in fact a sketch was leaked. Okay, and it was revealed thanks to guys over at Drone XL, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with all of you right here on screen. So we can confirm that the Mavic Air 2S will not be replacing the Mavic 3. Instead, it will just be a refresh to what we saw with the Air 2. So no need to worry about the Air 2s replacing the Mavic 3. Okay, now when are these two drones going to be happening, guys? Well, the Air 2s is scheduled to be released in April of this year. So we're just talking, guys, weeks before we actually see this brand new drone from DJI. Okay, now when are we expecting to see the Mavic 3? It was supposed to happen this summer, but with the release of the Air 2s, it looks like it's going to get pushed back a little bit. And according to some very reliable sources, we can confirm that the Mavic 3 will be happening this year, which means that the Air 2s will not be replacing the Mavic 3, okay, and expect it sometime between Q3 and Q4 of 2021. Everything right now it's pointing towards fall. Okay, now could that change? Of course it can change, but everything right now it's pointing towards fall of 2021. So it looks like Air 2 is happening in April, and then a few months later Mavic 3 is going to be hitting the market. Now from that sketch that I showed you, okay, it looks like the Mavic 3 will definitely be suffering the biggest changes on the camera. Okay, the body looks pretty similar to an Air 2. Okay, now will that be the final product? Maybe not, okay, because keep in mind that DJI always can make final changes before the actual drone goes into production. And also I want to mention something is that the Air 2s has gone into productions, has started production since the end of 2020. So at the very end of 2020 the Air 2s started production, so it's been in production for a while now, so that means that the launch is imminent. Now the Mavic 3 is about to finish testing and it's about to go into production. Those are great news, which means that the Mavic 3 will still be happening. Now from that sketch that we see, it looks like the Mavic 3 will definitely be an huge improvement over the Mavic 2, because now if we're getting a 1-inch sensor with the Air 2s, we can only expect great things from the Mavic 3. Okay, now could we get a micro four sensor on the Mavic 3? We still do not know that, but from that sketch it looks like the Mavic 3 could have interchangeable lenses, my friends. Okay, so that's great news. It looks like that could be definitely happening, something like on the Inspire, okay, maybe shrunk down a little bit, because that camera we can clearly see it looks very similar to the Mavic 3. So maybe we know that the Phantom line is dead, okay, and so this new Mavic 3 has to replace the Phantom lineup, and I think that the specs on this drone are gonna be brutal. From what we can see from that sketch, it looks like this drone is gonna be one of the greatest drones of all time. So that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. We can confirm that the Air 2s will not be replacing the Mavic 3. That's great news, because that means we're getting 2 brand new DJI drones this year. So as soon as we have any more new leaks, info, FCC labels, or whatever appears, we're gonna be keeping you updated here in the channel. We will always be the first ones to bring you the latest drone news. So with that being said, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow with a new video. Drone Emotion signing out.